Hey, good morning, Choice Residential. Hope your day's off to a wonderful start. Today, I want to talk about coming soon listings and if it makes sense for you and your sellers. Now, don't get excited. I'm not going to make a super hot take on whether you should or should do not do coming soon. As with most things, my opinion lies with whether or not you have a reason and a strategy behind the decisions you're making. So, if you're offering or suggesting coming soon to your seller client, or you're responding to their request for you to have a coming soon listing, have a reason behind the advice and strategy that you're providing to them. It's not a matter of whether it's right or wrong. It's just there should be some rationale behind what we're doing. So let's talk through maybe some of the potential drawbacks on coming soon. First, of course, is that while it's in coming soon status, it is accruing days on the market. So in coming soon status in the MLS, it is being distributed to all of the syndication websites out there. So consumers can see that it's out there and that that property is coming soon, but no showings can occur during that time. So when it actually goes active, if you've had it for coming soon for 7 days, for example, on the first day that it's active, you'll have 7 days on the market. It's not a huge deal, and most agents know to look at the history of the property and they can see that it was in coming soon. But just something to keep in mind, if you keep it in coming soon for too long, then it's going to appear like it's been on the market and really available and active for longer than it really has. Another thing to consider with coming soon is it just takes some logistical preparation. There is an additional form that the seller needs to sign and you need to upload into the MLS. But there's also lining up the marketing date because, of course, you cannot put it in coming soon before the marketing date that's in your listing agreement. And sometimes agents and sellers have some confusion around what those dates mean. So make sure you've got your head wrapped around the marketing date and coming soon, because coming soon, of course, is public marketing of the property. Now, again, during that time, you cannot allow showing. So it's possible once you put it out there to the public that someone, an agent or a consumer, may reach out to you and say, hey, I really love this house, really want to show it to my buyer clients, but they're only in town for this weekend. Can we get in there on Saturday? And it was coming soon, and you're not planning to let people in until next week. That's when you're going to activate the listing. So you need to be prepared to address those questions and inquiries coming from agents or consumers, because again, you cannot let them into the house and you cannot make it active for an afternoon to show the house and then go back to coming soon. So the home is either ready for showings or it's not. You also need to be prepared for the pictures, because if the reason you're doing coming soon is that the seller is getting the house ready, they have some touch ups to do, some repairs or staging or whatever it may be, that's logical and makes sense. They want to go ahead and let people know that this house is going to be available soon. But you can't really get your pictures taken until the house is actually ready. And you don't want to put pictures out there that aren't great pictures just because you're in coming soon and yet now you're in the MLS. So you do want to have some pictures in the listing, even in the coming soon status, because now it's going out to the public. You don't want the listing to become stale because consumers have seen it. There weren't enough good pictures. They became disinterested in it. And then when it goes active, they don't go back to it because mentally they had already taken it off the list. So you just want to think through some of the possible implications. But what could some of the benefits be? Well, if a buyer is looking for a home nearby and they drive by and see a coming soon sign, that's going to let them know that this property is coming up, and they may inquire about it and decide not to make an offer on another property because they want to wait for yours to become available. So you actually could attract some buyers who maybe would have already been under contract on another property, but because you had it in coming soon, they decided to wait and look at your home and potentially make an offer. Another benefit could be that homes actually get your listing in coming soon will get distributed out twice to buyers who have searches set up. They'll get it the first time when it goes on the market as coming soon, and then they'll get it again as a status change when it goes from coming soon to active. So you're actually putting it in front of those buyers twice. So you as an agent and as a seller need to decide, do the pros outweigh the cons? Is it a good strategy to use? I would argue that it depends on every individual situation, every individual listing, but I encourage you as an agent to start formulating your thoughts on why it may be a benefit to go coming soon or why it may not be. I think there are very strong and intelligent arguments on both sides of the fence, so you're not going to see me drawing a line here. But as always, if you want to talk through specific strategies for yourself and for your sellers, I'm always happy to go through that with you.